Hey, buddies. This is Waylon, obviously, I guess, if you're here. And apologize for the awful lighting. But appropriately, I just watched this beautiful video with my friend, best friend, Ryan Van Duzer, who's a YouTube creator, adventurer. His whole mission in life is to inspire people to get off of this here kind of couch and out there. And his girlfriend, Amelia Boone. And during this video that I watched, he and she were open about her struggles. This was her first 100-mile mountain bike ride. She was crying. She was stressed out. She was afraid of heights, falling off the cliff edge. They're biking around the White Rim Trail, a lot of cliffs. And it just reminded me of this Buddhist lesson. So I thought I'd share it, bad light and all. Their video ended in the dark, so this video can happen in the dusk. And it's about relationships specifically, or about our relationship with our teacher or the Dharma, Dharma being the word that just translated as truth or teachings. So, and it's this sort of image of a snake in a bamboo tube. Now, that's a weird image, I guess, but a snake in a bamboo tube can't turn around, doesn't have that option. And that's a powerful thing, because in our capitalism society, customer is always right. We always expect, we can be impatient. We can switch the channel. We can mute the stupid YouTube commercial. We can, get on our phone if we're bored. We always have an out. And in this video with Ryan and Amelia, you saw her running up against, again and again, this fear of heights and the stress of this long bike ride, biking in this awful sand, which is really hard. I did that once in Moab. They did a lot of it. And you saw that struggle. And she's known as the Queen of Pain. She's someone, ultra marathoner and all that, ultra runner, on the cover of a whole bunch of magazines, super famous, or Tough Mudder, obstacle course runner. I don't know anything about that world. I'm a writer. This is what I exercise mostly, my fingers. But she had a lot of moments in that video that are so powerful for life. Ryan also has these moments in some of his videos on long runs, particularly, where we run up against something we absolutely hate. What do I absolutely hate? I absolutely hate being lost in 18 different passwords and trying to find passwords and get okayed. And this is my life online, running Elephant Journal and this big social media kind of empire, is dealing with bullshit passwords. Even though we're pretty organized about it, things go wrong because we have a staff, we change passwords. That's when I lose my crap. But we all have our edge, right? And a lot of that edge manifests as frustration, as claustrophobia, as fear, as crying is actually quite healthy. You're starting to process it. Even if it feels messy, you're actually opening up. And the whole point of this little video is to remind us that when we're stuck, when we're right exactly where we don't want to be, that's actually an incredibly rare opportunity. Rare because we've organized our entire life, and indeed our entire economy and society, to avoid ever running into those moments. So this is an opportunity for us to breathe deeply, as if we're in a sauna and all we want to do, or a sweat lodge, and all we want to do is get out. So what happens when we can't get out? We're that snake in a bamboo tube. There's two things we can do. We can give up, we can quit, we can try to get out, basically. But if we can't, we really ultimately have to kind of breathe through it, stick with it, find some way to be hopeful or positive without it being a BS like positivity. We can engage in this sort of forward looking, like finding our basic goodness, as we would say in Buddhism. So I encourage you, I'll put the link in the description. Go watch Ryan and Amelia's video. As a good friend of them, I feel like it was a huge relationship moment. I can only dream of having a partner who would engage in that tough moment with me and try to get through that. And so, that tough moment isn't something we look for on a bike ride or, whatever. That tough moment happens all the time for all of us in our relationships, in our relationship with ourself, in our life. So yes, we can encounter it on the mountain bike trail, but ultimately the greatest obstacle and the greatest joy and empathy is to be found dealing with it whenever it arises, and it's a rare opportunity, so try not to run for it. Try to be that sink in a bamboo tube. May it be of benefit.